Hey guys, this is just some properties of exponents and inverse functions. It's a review for you, so it should go fairly easily. Right here, your properties of exponents. If you got x to the m times x to the n, they are multiplied, so you would add your exponents, m plus n. For example, if you've got a number, you've got two 2's, and you're multiplying them by 3 2's. If you wrote them out, there's 2 2's and then 3 2's, you would end up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you'd end up with 5 2's, and that's exactly what happens there. You simply add them up. 2 plus 3 equals 5. All right? Makes sense if you add them for multiplying that you would subtract them when you're dividing. Okay, x to the m over x to the n means you'd subtract. And again, that makes sense. You've got 5 of them on top. And you know when you've got exactly the same thing on the top and the bottom, you can cancel them out. I've got 5 on top, 2 on the bottom. So I can cancel these out. And that leaves me 3 on top, which is the same as 5 minus 2. Okay? Now this one, people get this confused a lot with this one, but you've got x to the m n times. So when you put a number in there, should put a number in there, but 2 squared to the cubed, then what I get is 2 squared 3 times. Okay, so instead of it being 2 plus 3, it's going to be 2 times 3 because I've got 2 3 times. So 2 times 3 would give you 6. And of course, if you wrote those out, you could see there are 6 2's. Okay? Anytime you have a negative, it means it switches sides. Now, if you had x to the negative m on top and y to the negative n, they would switch positions if you needed to make positive exponents. And you always do. You don't want to leave negative exponents in your problems. Anything to the 0 is 1. So that means even if you've got something this big, c to the 8th plus 6xyz over 48 x squared y squared z, if that thing is to the 0th power, it equals 1. So it doesn't matter what it is, it always equals 1. All right, so here are some examples. K to the 4th times k to the 8th. You're simply going to add those, 4 plus 8, which will give you k to the 12th. Right here, you've got 4 a's and 1, so you're going to subtract 1 from the 4. And up here, 7 minus 6. That takes care of everything on the bottom. So you end up with a cubed b. You can also just cancel it out just like that. I'm taking 1 out of the 4, and I'm taking 6, all 6 out of the 7. Get it that way. This m squared has to go up top. So you're going to have 15 m to the 4th times m squared over 3. That will cancel out, give you a 5. Your exponents add up here. 4 plus 2 is 6. So you'd end up with 5m to the 6th. Now this one right here is testing you to remember everything you've got to the 0th is 1. Okay, here is our power. Everything in here gets multiplied by that 3. So you have 3 cubed, because that's 3 to the 1. 1 times 3 would be 3. 2 times 3 would be 6. Negative 1 times 3 would be negative 3. Over 18 x cubed y squared. That 3, the y cubed, is going to be dropped down because of the negative. And that 3 cubed is going to be 27. 3 times 3 times 3 over 18x cubed, and then I've got y squared, y cubed. 9 goes into both of these. It goes into 27 3 times, goes into 18 2 times. So I'm left with 3 over 2. I have 3 x's on the bottom and 6 on top, so I'm going to take 3 x's out of the 6 and get x cubed. And on the bottom, I've got y squared and y cubed. I will add those up, 2 plus 3, and we get y to the 5th. Okay? So, the last one over here, that's just as it is, negative 5a cubed b times. It's going to be a negative a cubed, and then b, 2 times 3 would be to the 6th. Negative times negative times negative would make that a negative number. So you'd have negative 5a cubed b times negative a cubed b to the 6th. A negative times a negative will be a positive, and you'll have 5 and 2a cubed, a b, and then a b to the 6th. So that goes all the way back up here. You will have to add those up. 3 plus 3 is 6, and 1 plus 6 is 7. So that's a nice little exponent review. Next up is graphing inverse relations. I'm going to put that on the second one.